as well as a call from Brand with pocket ace.
Patrick Leonard said, don't be nervous about busting the main, because everyone eventually will, with the exception of one player. As
Speaking about busting the main, I wonder if Kimber is going to be in rough waters here.
Wow, we have full house for Brand. Kimber with the overpair and Brand flopping trips.
And yeah, Wolf with the trips, Brant with a full house. Wow, so look at this. We have a C-bet from Kimber, who's very happy to get a call, and we have two slow plays. We have a slow play from trip fives and a slow play from a full house. This is quite a hand.
9,000 in the middle as we go to the turn.
Turn going to be a diamond? Oh, it's the deuce to diamond, so now the nut flush draw also for Kimber. You couldn't have drawn up a more interesting board. Kimber still thinks that his hand is very good, obviously. I mean, both of his opponents just called on the flop.
Kimber continues for 3,500 now. The question is, action on Wolf, who has trips, comes with the call now. Brand, this is where you get value, right? And here it comes, 13,000 from Brand.
No, a pretty mindless call. Your hand is very strong. Wolf potentially contemplating a fold. I mean, if he folded, it would be a brilliant fold. He does make the call.
All right, so we have three-way action going to the river, 48K in the middle. Reminder here, everyone started with 60K. This is day one. This is already a massive pot. River is the 7 of clubs. The flush does not come in for the aces. Brand gets the check mark with his full house. 22,000 announced.
A little bit less than half. This might just go call, Remco.
Wow.
But once Kimber call. Wow,
oh,
Kimber makes the fold.
Quick fold with the aces from Kimber, and Wolf lets it go as well. Well done, gentlemen. Let's tap the table here.
This is fantastic folds, yeah.
Very impressive.
You probably don't remember this, Phil, but I busted you in the Hall of Fame tournament last year. Yeah. Got that bounty.
You're right, he doesn't remember.
Still haven't cashed that thing in. You had eights. You were getting short. You just shoved with eights at ace jack, and then you're like, "Oh, how could you make that call?"
All right. Well, I'm going to make it 2,400.
Oh my God, this is perfect. Palmer with the ace king suited and the speech. Helmuth finds ace queen.
If you put that much money in with ace jack, then I have to raise it.
It was
oh baby, this could be fun.
Palmer, some good speech play here against Helmuth, inducing a 3-bet from his opponent.
10 big blinds, 10 or 12, something like that.
All right, here comes the flop. King 3.
Wow.
Palmer smashes it.
More than you realize it would have been.
Oh, I know.
It would have been real pain felt. But then, like, you just run into, like, Phil having a club and you're just
He snapped me like he has sevens
I
already.
didn't think my hand was very fucking sweet.
yeah, that's why it's that sweet of a bluff, though.
This is the most casual ace king versus ace queen hand we've seen in a long time.
Uh-oh.
Helmuth coming along here with ace high.
Check.
River is the 8 of clubs, and Palmer bets 6,000. Wow.
Wow. Ace king. I called you with ace queen high. You had me so convinced.
Wow.
You had me so convinced you don't know what you're doing.
I pissed him off with that story about last year. He couldn't stand
You
it.
provoked him.
We might.
No, every year there's like 3 people at the table that play horrendously against me, and I just call them down with ace queen high.
Well, what's wrong with that? Well, I mean, did you
You
want me
didn't
to
play horrendously. You had the best hand.
Pre-flop, and
You
here's
reminded me of
Helmuth.
The last squeeze.
Actually,
Big
Wow.
slick in the big blinds.
He's an Indian guy.
8,000, that's a big raise.
All the time.
That is a big raise.
And they check raise the fuck out of rivers.
You don't care how much I have,
As a
just him.
Class of.
Oh, no, I actually thought you might be the one who moves in here. I actually thought.
Betting him.
Wow, what
I
a
think he
what a
has
tough spot
the,
now
maybe
for
best check
Blom.
raise ever hand you can possibly have.
What are you
Block
doing here,
sixes full
Remco? I
and
mean, it's the
sevens
main
full.
event.
Oh,
Helmuth
can't really have
is,
sixes as
you know,
big
he's the
check
type of
block.
guy who, when all the
Like
chips get in,
seven
he's
is
not going to have
absolute.
pocket
Seven
tens,
ain't
right?
really
Ever.
bad.
But
bad,
he
but he
could
can't have the
squeeze
hand
bluff.
He wouldn't call the flop.
So what do you do here with pocket jacks?
Oh, wow, and Blomley moves all
Blomley
in.
going all in. Back over the top.
Call.
And Helmuth snaps it off with ace-king, and we got a huge coin flip on our hands here. Day 1C of the main event, Helmuth risking a large portion of his stack. the
you know,
man
cover,
known
like,
for his
oh,
small
he's
ball
still, like,
poker,
in that spot.
risking a lot
But
here with
he
ace
has
king suited. Kane, you can't fault him here for
thin
getting
value
involved.
or a hand that's,
Absolutely
like,
not. No,
he has a
Helmuth
pair
played his
suited
hand
he did
right,
with
and,
seven of
and
clubs.
Blomley as
Like, he
played.
can
I
turn
do
this
like
hand
the
into a
shove.
bluff.
You
It's
see
one
a
of the
lot of
best hands
people
to turn into a bluff
maybe
because
want to make
you
a
block
tight
so many
fold there
full
against
house
Phil.
combos that are
I
tough
like
playing.
the shove with the
So like,
pocket
it's a
jack.
PLO concept using like.
All right, here
side
comes the
cards
flop.
to block.
6-8-8. Jack's well out in front here.
Oh.
Helmuth 27%
I
to
think
take
he
the
goes
lead
for check
here.
raising when he has eights full. Eight full is the only thing he's going to lead for 2x.
Oh,
Oh,
King
Would have already
on the
checked raised
turn.
sixes or something
Helmuth
most
gets
likely,
there.
but if he got sixes
And now
specifically,
Blomley
he can check out,
looking
check out,
for the
check raise,
last
because, like,
remaining
he's
jack
gonna
as
let
the
king
jack
hang
of clubs
himself
has
bluffs
already
and
been
raises.
folded,
King 8 is not
gathering
good
his
to have.
belongings.
I'm rooting for it.
And it's a
Oh.
9 of spades on the river.
just have a
Helmuth
king.
sends the Norwegian to the rail.
Yeah.
Mikkel
What was the hand
Blomley
that Phil Helmuth
eliminated
smashed?
on day 1C of the main event.
Commentary for
1500.
sure. He's a very interesting dude. Very smart guy as well. Very good poker player. I like him a lot. Helmuth opening 9 deuce offsuit on the button here. That is pretty frisky.
Raise 6,000.
He is not getting away with it.
Yeah, Mangini has had Helmuth's number so far.
My man might have jacks this time. I'm going to make it 20,000.
Wow!
No way.
No way! Zoom mode has been activated.
No
Show
way.
it, Phil. Show it.
Don't show it. Oh, I love
Want to
that.
dance with me? I dance with you.
Tomorrow as Zoom mode still active. Helmuth back in the mix. Morris deciding whether he wants to call this 3-bet because
Okay.
the action went as follows. Gupta made it 1,100 under the gun. Morris called. Then Helmuth made it 8,000
From
with
the small blind.
from the small with Jack 5 off.
I
And
take back what I said earlier. You remember I said, like, after he 4-bet with the 9 deuce, I said that's the last time he's going to be doing something
Check.
like that. But
Helmuth decides to check. Gupta misses. Morris's 9s looking strong here.
10,500.
he's going to go for it. Wait, is he
Oh,
calling?
wow, he's calling with the Jack 5. Phil Helmuth is in a different universe than we are.
And now he's going to lead a bunch of turns, I guess?
I mean, it's Phil Helmuth. Hard to predict
I
here.
would
though.
imagine he leads now. I would imagine he leads.
24,000.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow, Helmuth leading for 24K on the turn. Morris with pocket 9s. Absolutely massive pot here.
I would love to see if Helmuth has the balls to just pull the trigger here on like the 3 of hearts river.
Now, what makes this even more
Nah, he's
interesting
folding.
is the fact, oh wow, he does let it go. Are we going to see it again? No. Quick into the muck. Helmuth with Jack 5 off. Zoom mode in full force.
I thought
Up to
maybe he had
124K.
5 ways to the flop.
Yeah, Jack 5 is a way better 3-betting hand than Jack's, of course.
Of course, yeah. Because with Jack 5, you can't get into trouble. With Jacks, you can get into a lot of trouble, right?
Yeah, Helmuth betting 4K here to thin the field a little bit.
He's going to get some action here for sure. Oh, wow. King 6 of clubs here. Kind of a nice hand to continue. Backdoor flush draw. Block the sets. I wouldn't hate even raising it as a bluff there.
You beat my 10s. Let's see if you can beat this hand.
Morris comes along, and they are going
Oh,
fighting
wow.
again, and an 8 on the turn gives Morris a set.
Helmuth
Okay.
is not going to be happy about this.
The first thought that crossed Espen and my mind when the 8 hits is we might see liftoff in some capacity. Helmuth betting 8,000.
And surely he's going to check raise here, right?
I mean,
Especially with the dynamic these two have now. They've been battling a lot.
Raise 22,000.
22,000 is the raise.
Oh my God. Man, really? Made it straight. Wow.
Wow, a little speech and then the call.
That's a genuine speech as well. He hates it.
King on the river. Okay. Action on Morris.
I wonder what size he can go here to actually get called by Helmuth. Like if he jams, he's for sure getting a fold.
35,000.
35. I think that's a very good amount against the hand that Helmuth has. Snap calls.
way the fucking 8 could hit him. I bet 4,000 at the flop. There's no fucking way.
Like 140.
What the fuck? I just fucking knew he's gonna check raise me late. Fucking hurts. All
He
the
is
fucking
not loving
great
it.
play. Fucking. The only guy who I know will put it in bluffing has to fucking bink a 2-outer. Come on. I set these hands up for you too. I min raise with 10s because I know you're gonna lose too much. Nice smooth called with jacks for you.
Oh, Waxman with the dream spot here, 68.9K. Let's see what sizing he takes. I think we're going to see a lot of 4.5X. He's licking his lips.
Well, Arden Cho limping in with 10s, perhaps a bit unpredictable. I'm not sure what her game plan is going to be, but it's definitely not going to be easy as Waxman likely here to put in an additional raise.
Yeah, I think he's going to go like 8,600, something like that. 6,000. She thinks Palmer's just going to call a bunch. It is a profitable call.
Now, Palmer with ace-jack of spades is getting a much better price now that this is 3 ways.
Yeah, they're deep enough. He's got enough equity being in position. I mean, he's going to be in trouble on a lot of ace-high boards and jack-high boards, but just one of those things where you got to see it, and he flops top pair here and is in prime position. Oh, actually, the clubs. Jack thinking about how he wants to size this.
Yellows are 1,000. Blacks are 100. Yeah, that's not cat.
Delicately bets. Looks like 8,500-ish.
Cho perhaps with a little more intrigue because of the 10 of clubs here.
This would be the worst hand.
Yeah, he's tossing in the muck. Wow.
Wow. Ace-jack, top pair, top kicker into the muck here.
Yeah, it's that factor. You don't want to lose the main event with the old ace-jack there, you know? You lose it on the feature table. Everyone's telling you it's obvious you had kings or aces. So it's like 12.5 he's going to go with. Little 1/3 sizing, 35% pot.
Now, of course, alarm bells going off for Waxman, but also for Arden Cho. Given the dynamic we just explained, she also has to give Waxman a pretty tight range.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Waxman here wants to see a river. Did she call?
I saw a quick movement there, and it did look like a call.
I think she raised him all in.
Oh, wow.
I think she might have sniffed out that Waxman was a little bit hesitant there to bet. So, I mean, man, if she keeps playing like that, she's going to be an interesting watch for this main event.
And Matt Waxman, with a face filled with agony, lets it go. Let's see if Arden has anything to say here.
You got anything that good? Eddie's king of clubs. Wow. So what'd you have?
Yeah, so I had you.
What'd you have? 10s? Psychopath.
That's not a psychopath.
And then Barry.
Oh, it's clubs.
And it's Fleischman with trips, Lamb with the flush draw.
Will Barry reassume the Barry stance, that position he assumed when he had the big hand before? Will he do it again?
I'm with you. I have 1,000. Same.
Ben Lamb with 69.9 a thousand. Kind of a shame to bet with a stack like that.
You'll sleep well tonight. You'll sleep great tonight.
Try. We're gonna go out. I'm sure.
Arden's decisions here. Do we want to raise? Do we want to call?
Be an old man.
How do we want to have our image look? Oh, looks like he might be popping it up.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. Maybe
4,000 is the race here.
Italian.
Let's see if Lamb gonna yeet his stack into the middle here.
I think we're going to see a call here almost every time. Lamb knows that Barry's probably not going to be bluffing him too often this flop, and if he catches that club, no, he is. He is. And even if you're not giving away tells, maybe you think you are, and you look over at Ben Lamb, you think a guy like that with the experience he has. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Barry.
Here we go.
Whoa.
All in shove from Barry Fleischman.
You wanted spicy.
Whoa. This is a...
I'm probably not going to fold Barry.
35.5.
I have a very good hand, and I'm probably not going to fold. Ooh, is it 35.5?
This is spicy. Should have been paying attention.
Not like this, Barry. Not like this, Barry.
Ben Lamb has a very strong hand, does not want to fold, but is also concerned about the potential of Fleischmann having a full house.
Flush.
And we're playing a really, really big one here
Oh my goodness
towards the
gracious.
end of the night. Fleischmann drawn live here. River card coming out. It is the 9 of hearts. And
GG,
Barry
Barry.
Fleischmann
Good luck, guys.
hits the rail.
Good
Ben
luck,
Lamb
Barry.
up to 114K, and he is a force to be reckoned with now.
Ooh, man.
The weapons of
Do it.
mass
You
destruction.
won't do it.
I know,
Jeff's
you're on
hourly.
fire.
Jeff's hourly for massages.
I know, dude, you have been
It's up there.
unstoppable since Jeff hugged you.
Maybe it's the interview. Only the interview gets you cursed.
To be fair, I interviewed him in this scenario. Maybe it's like, hello, hello. Maybe something there.
What's Zhang going to do with the king jack off here? He's lost a few pots in a row. Does he want to get frisky? Looks like just a call. Lamb going to be continuing here pure with the 9-7 of spades. Easy call. Let's see a flop.
Very rude.
Lamb
I
hits
only have
it
4 green chips. They're right there.
hard. There's going to be a lot of danger for others.
Nice looking chip. I love it.
Queen 5-3 rainbow here. Waxman, of course, hoping that someone caught a queen here. And Zhang just cannot help himself. Leads almost every flop.
I'm out.
Oh, wow. That's a thing. If you're Waxman here, you got to think he's got a lot of Queen X. I would be raising this almost always, and unfortunately he has nothing but... Oh, I'm so pained. What am I going to do?
Well, Zhang's reputation preceding himself. And now, of course, Waxman more than happy to just come along for the ride here.
By far the best maneuver. I would have made the mistake of raising here, but does Zhang want to continue?
Well, I mean, he went 3 streets versus Zio earlier on 2 occasions. Makes the call. Okay, this is very, very interesting, as Zhang has gone for 3 streets on multiple occasions. Now the board pair 7s.
It's a pretty bad card to bluff. What's Zhang going to do? Oh, he's giving him all the money.
Wow.
Waxman now gets to collect his bread.
I mean, still closing.
I told myself I was snapping, but now I got to think about it.
Perhaps they pivoted the game plan here. Could be disastrous. Zhang.
That'd be really gross if you get a 7 here.
It is possible for him to have the 6-7, bet the flop, the turn, and then the river.
Zhang, the most comfortable bluffer that I've seen in a very long time. Unfazed by all of it. Hear the voice of Dennis Jones in the background announcing the end of the day here. We only have a few hands left. Matt Waxman deciding for his tournament life here.
I think Matt's going to, yeah, there
Makes
we go.
the call. Aces
Well
are
played.
good here. Matt
Very well
Waxman
played.
with the double up.
What a call.
Gotta flip those cards over.
It's
Yeah,
the
there
main,
you go.
man. It's the main, you know?
Wow,
Well played by Matt, getting the maximum. Could have easily gotten overzealous there.